Scrapbookers and Creative Friends. I'm Linda Petuch, Creative Memories Independent Advisor in Jupiter, Florida. Today I'm feeling really flaky, and I'm going to share with you some snowflake designs that I made purely from my imagination and what little bit I know about snowflakes, that they have 6 spikes coming. I think I have seen some drawings with 8s, but I'm not an expert, but I really had a good time creating these from my imagination and from our wonderful border punches and other punches that we have, Creative Memories. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, first of all, the punches that I use, which I do have listed in my description. So don't you worry. If you don't have them, or you might have them or something similar, it'll give you an idea of what to look for. Some of them are available, some are not. But let's waste no more time talking about that. Let's get started and look at my creations. So besides being inspired by snowflakes and wintertime, I love wintertime because it's so hot here all year. Besides all that, I was also inspired by these punches. I literally stood and looked at my punches because I have them stacked so I can see all the photos. I just looked at them and thought, what could I use? So this one is called Elegant Diamond. This is Beaded Oval. This one is Masquerade. Here's scissors, and then standalone punches. These became the centers of my snowflakes: the square tile, the medallion, the embossed hexagon, and the compass. Now, you will notice a commonality about all of these punches that I used, the Border Maker cartridges that I used for the arms of the snowflake. This one is the mirror triangles. I hope you can see that. I don't know if we got a glare there. Crystal chain, which looks snowflakey to me. The square link chain, this is relatively new. The brocade chain, one of my all-time favorites. This one is called diamond link chain, and this one diamond windows chain. This one wispy chain, another one. I think these two are two of my very favorites. And then this particular one is the snowflake circle chain. I use this in my last wintry borders, but you know, I keep the confetti. So I actually use the confetti from this for a couple of the snowflakes, which I will show you in a moment. You will also need your repositionable tape runner is a must for this project, a pair of scissors, and of course a mat or a piece of, if you have parchment paper, you don't have a silicone mat, parchment paper works just great. Because what you're going to do is you're going to use these punches here, you're going to use those as the center, for the center of your snowflake, and what you'll do is you put it down, add the arms, and then add another one on the other side for stability. Okay, and again, you want to be using repositionable tape runner, because otherwise I would have lost my mind. I probably wouldn't have done this project. It would be a little bit too much, particularly when you're trying to tape it to something like this that has all the little holes. You need to have repo tape. Okay, so enough of that. Let's take a look. So I'm going to start with these on the white mat. This one, you can see I use the scissors, and then I use the little medallion. I think I mentioned it, but I'll mention again that after you put down the arms of your snowflake, you want to onto the center piece that you're using. Then you want to make sure you have it on both sides, and that is for stability. These are a little bit delicate, so you can't be rough. You got to be calm when you're putting these on the page. One of my scrapbookers this past Saturday, we had our crop, my snowflakey crop, and one of my scrapbookers made 2 of these to have on the double page spread. She wanted to put it just in the center of the page and then put pictures around it. You can use it however you want. You could cluster them, put them in the corners, however you want to use it, make borders out of them. But I just thought it would be fun. All right, so here's this one. Next this is the one with that crystal chain, and for this one I used the compass on both sides, and you know, you can mix the colors if you want. I tried to just keep all wintry colors. Here's a little lavender tone. I like that for some of the winter papers and so forth. This is that diamond link chain. Made a really pretty one, and I used the medallion in the center of that. Again, diamond link chain. You can see how I just changed the center. And it changes the look, not a lot, but it does change the look a little bit, just by changing the center. Okay, let's take a look at my next ones. I don't want to rush because I don't want to tear them. This is with that square link chain, that relatively new punch that we have, and that the crystal chain. Again, they're all chains. Oops, sorry, I have this upside down. Boom, because I did put some of the confetti just on the tips of these. It's the same crystal chain, but I just cut off one piece. That's why you need your scissors, because you're going to be doing a little manipulation after you punch the border, and just add details as much or as few, as many or as few as you want. This has a compass in the center, and this is with a kind of a gray. There's another variation with that square link chain. This is with that mirrored diamond, and I like the look of that. Here I use 3 different colors. You're not limited. There's no right or wrong way to scrapbook. We do what we want to do because we can, and we're going to. Okay, this was a real chance I took. This is that Masquerade with the masks, and I thought, I just like the way they reach out like that. I thought it would be kind of fun. So to kind of draw attention away from the fact that they are glasses, like Masquerade masks, that's why I added that confetti on the tip of each branch, so that it kind of makes you look at it more like a snowflake. Here I have the square tile, white, and see, I turned this one, and then the other one kind of that teal. And then on this side, I put the white compass. Here's one monochromatic one, and that is with that wispy chain. I love that wispy chain. And on this one, I used it on the medallion. I put medallion on both sides. You don't have to put the same on both sides. No, I didn't. I put the square tile on one side. I believe I adhered it to the medallion. And then for stability, I just put the square link chain here. So it's ready to rock and roll. Okay, here's another variation. These show it better on this gray. That's the beaded ovals. It's a different snowflake, but I think it works. Here's a square tile for the stability here. And I did square tile on both sides. This is with white cardstock. Some of them are shimmer, some of them, for the most part, is white cardstock. Some designer paper, just plain colors. Here we go. There's another one with that wispy chain, but with the mirrored ovals? No, what is it? Diamond windows and wispy chain, and then the square tile in the middle. And I believe, yes, I did the square tile on both sides. And you can line it up or not, and that gives it like even another look. Okay, let me come to my last ones on the darker color. Let's take a look at those. This is that, again, the diamond link chain, and I did a different color on it. So I used the blue medallion on the white shimmer, and on the back I have the compass. So when you put it in your scrapbook, you also can decide which side. If you don't want that blue to show up so much, you could put it down, flat down. It would still show, but it wouldn't be as eye-catching as it would like this. Here are 3 variations on the brocade chain with the square tile, with the medallion in the middle. Medallion on both. No, medallion here is the compass on this side. Square tile here, square tile there. This has the hexagon, the embossed hexagon, but I committed to a front, so I just put the confetti on this one side. This is that confetti from the other snowflake chain, and they do have to be the chain. All the chain border maker cartridges, so they drop off the paper. And last but not least, I just thought I would go for it with this one, and I am very happy with the way it turned out. It's a very crystally beautiful snowflake to me, with medallion in the center. This is that elegant diamond with all that little filigree work, and that's my final one. So I hope that you are going to be brave. I'm going to challenge you to create some. Just take out your punches. Look at your punches. Get them out of the boxes, or look at the boxes. Look at where you have them stored, and take a look and see what you can come up with. You will amaze yourself. It's just so much fun. It's restful. It's creative. And that's what we're all about, having a good time, making those memories. You can enhance your beautiful pictures by your homemade snowflakes. Now, before we say goodbye, I just wanted to let you know that I am still planning to have my live YouTube video on Thursday Thoughts on January 30th. That would be the last Thursday in the month of January. It's kind of my 1-year Thursday Thought anniversary. So I'm planning to work with the page kit number, Simple Page Kit number 1, 2025. And of course, I won't just do the Simple Page Kit. I'm going to also show you how you can use that for variations for other layouts if you want to extend that kind of a layout, if you're making it thematic. So if you don't have the Simple Page Kit and you want to do it along with me, you want to make sure you get that either from your advisor, or I have the link that you can purchase that from me. And if you want to just use those measurements and so forth that I show you, you can use whatever project you're working on and designer paper that you have. But I just wanted to give you a heads up because it's just a couple of weeks away. Well, Well, thank you so much for watching. If you have not subscribed, I would appreciate it if you do that. If you have any comments or questions, please put them in the comments below. I have in the description, I have written the list of all of the punches that I use. Also, I put links if they are still available. If you have an advisor, shop with your advisor. If not, I have the links there and you can shop with me. I also have my general Creative Memories link, and I invite you to visit my website, Linda Scrapbooking Station, because on there I do have Creative Memories materials, but then I have pages and borders that I have made only with Creative Memories products, so you know they're going to be photo safe, and I appreciate you stopping by to check that out. So until next time, stay warm. If it's cold where you are, stay warm, bundle up, enjoy this change of weather. Let's enjoy our season. And until next time, happy scrapbooking.